Last video before Christmas, so let's go ahead and do this. We're going to be talking about Colie and his final sentencing. What's up, Wolverines? Welcome back to the channel. My name is John Crump, and this is John Crump News, where we discuss 2A every day. Go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe. This is the final broadcast before Christmas. Next week, I'll be broadcasting from the Delaware location, so you'll see me in Delaware. But before we get into today's story, go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe, which I already think I said. I'm pretty sure I did. But I also want to show you some Christmas cards I got. This one is from Putang Clan. Check that out. Bob from Putang Clan, JSD, Gideon Optics, PR Triggers, Eagle Shows, and whatever else that he is doing with Jordan over there. And then I got this from 2A EDU. It says, Merry Christmas 2023. And it says, even for the AR fans. Awesome. Thank you so much. And we got some stickers here as well. 2A EDU stickers. Two little ones and a big one. Then we have this one. This is from the Olson Law Firm right here. William J. Olson, who is Rob Olson's father, and it is great. Thank you so much to the Olson Law Firm. I use those guys quite a lot. They are great people. And if you need anything gun related, if it's a civil case or you're a gun company and you need great attorneys, head over to the Olson Law Firm. Or if you need anything constitutional wise, head over there as well. If you're a nonprofit, hey, they'll help you out too. They're just really cool people. Okay, now let's talk about Colie. Colie was the guy that shot a YouTube prankster at a mall that's very near to my house. Basically, the YouTube prankster is well known in this area for being a complete asshole and harassing people and actually telling women they are being stalked and pretending to stalk women and stuff like that. Well, he decided that he was going to pull a prank on Mr. Colie by getting up into his face over and over again with his friends surrounding him and everything else in a mall. It didn't work out too well for the YouTube prankster, which I'm not going to say the name of his channel because he deserves no clout, no publicity for this. He effed around and he found out, and he was shot in the stomach by a DoorDash driver just trying to do his job that felt threatened. The case went to court, and I know there's some controversy around him and the USCCA, but I'm not going to touch on that because I don't have all the details quite yet. But when I do, I will touch on it. But he went to court with the public defender, and he beat the charge of aggravated assault. They ruled that he acted in self-defense. That was charge one. The other charge was discharging a firearm in an occupied building. A lot of people are saying that firearms are prohibited by law in the mall because the mall bans firearms. I can tell you right now that is not the case. I go to that mall frequently. I've never seen a no gun sign on the door. Maybe that is their policy, but they don't have any signs posted. Also, in Virginia, which the mall is located at, there is no force of law to anti-gun signs. You can put up a no guns allowed sign all you want, but that sign does not have force of law. The most you can do is ask the person to leave private property. There is no crime associated with that. So he was not charged with having a firearm in a mall that forbids firearms. That would not be a charge because that is not against the law. I carry in that mall every single time that I go. Okay. So he was convicted for discharging a firearm in an occupied building, which is kind of at odds with the self-defense thing. If you are practicing self-defense, I don't think you should be charged with discharging a firearm in a public building, but he was. And he was convicted on that. He went to sentencing on Thursday, a few days before Christmas, and he got off with time served. So he is free. He is at home. and he is no longer in jail. His debt to society, if you want to call it that, has been paid back. Now, will he appeal? Apparently, he is going to appeal, and the USCCA is going to cover that appeal. I'm not really sure what happened in the original case. I'm sure that will all come out. There's a video from Heavy Duty Country on it. There's a video from USCCA on it. So watch those two videos and make up your own mind about that. Once I make up my own mind and get all the information, I might do a video depending on what it leads to, but we'll find out shortly. Okay, so he is home for Christmas, which is a good thing because he's been in jail ever since the shooting happened. Now he has to put his life back together. Remember, he was not convicted on malicious wounding. They ruled it was self-defense, but yet he remained in prison or jail, actually, for discharging a firearm in a occupied building, which I think is total BS. I think he has a great chance of winning the appeal because the whole self-defense thing, which the state can't argue against now because it's been determined to be self-defense, they have to prove why he should be charged with discharging a firearm in an occupied building if it was self-defense, which seems to be at odds. I have a great feeling that he will win the appeal. So the story is not over, and hopefully it will have a really happy ending. This is a happy ending because he is out of jail and he beat the charge that could have sent him to prison, which is a good thing. So, Mr. Colie, I hope you get your life back together. And if I can do anything for you, just let me know. And if you pull off YouTube pranks, sometimes you F around and sometimes you find out. The YouTube prankster is still doing pranks and he's still being a menace in the community because he is a spoiled millennial from a upper class family, and that's just what they do. I guess he's more Gen Z than millennial, which might be even worse. All right, guys, that is it. I am out of here. Have a Merry Christmas. I will see you next week from Delaware. So until then, stay ever vigilant, stay ever free, keep in the fight. Buy my book. It's too late for Christmas because Christmas is in 2 days, but you can go ahead and buy my book for New Year's, hey, or a Valentine's Day present for your significant other. That would be a great present if you ask me, but I wrote the book, so of course I would say that. All right, guys, later. Wolverine's motherfucker.